that after months of debate about various currency and commodity baskets, a Russia and China-led consortium has apparently settled on using gold, alas, as the basis of a new planned international currency system separate from the US dollar and the euro.
I am 100% certain every single central bank is watching this. They can't back a currency with gold because there's not enough gold. Well, what really matters is the price of the gold in terms of that currency. And the whole point of gold being a stabilizing influence is because of its rarity and its broad-based use. So you don't actually really need a tremendous amount of gold in order to back a currency. It would just be how it was valued in terms of that currency.
Hello and welcome to Crypto Street, where we bring you the latest and most intriguing stories from the world of cryptocurrencies. In today's video, we'll be unraveling the secrets of Bitcoin's future. But before we jump into that, let's take a look at some recent developments in the cryptocurrency market. Grayscale Investments has submitted a letter to the SEC voicing opposition to any preferential treatment to new spot BTC ETF applicants, warning of an unfairly prejudicial first-mover advantage. CryptoTrader makes $200,000 profit on Chainlink in a month. Bankruptcy tussle between crypto firms FTX and Genesis nears resolution. WorldCoin launch causes optimism to surpass Arbitrum in daily transactions. WorldCoin, the digital ID passport, and Universal Basic Income project are gaining popularity, with thousands signing up and registering. The co-founder claims one person is verified by the iris scanning device every 8 seconds. However, there are concerns about the accuracy of these claims based on available data. France's CNIL started to raise concerns over the legality of WorldCoin's data collection methods involving iris scans. 69% of meme coin investors buy for fun. Study delves into investor sentiments on meme coins. LFI leads way in blockchain innovation with new technology. Sequoia Capital cuts its crypto fund by 65%. U.S. lawmakers advance Fit for the 21st Century Act to establish crypto framework. U.S. state of Minnesota okays crypto donations to political campaign committees. Russian President Vladimir Putin criticizes the use of the dollar as a political weapon. Cryptocurrency entrepreneur Fernando Perez Algaba found dead in Argentina. Now let's begin our enlightening discussion with Lynette Zang.
This announcement was made from the Russian embassy. I think it was in Kenya, but it was somewhere in Africa. And then RT picked up on it and ran it as if it was a given. Now, when I did my digging into it, what the BRICS nations, what the BRICS Bank is actually saying is that they don't have plans to back any currency, or certainly the BRICS currency, with gold at this point, that all they're talking about is enabling all of its members to use their own local currency to transact with each other. Now, Russia has announced that they're not going to be attending this BRICS summit next month, so it's going to be really kind of interesting with them backing out. And I understand, why they did with the Ukraine war and not wanting to get the whole world involved and thinking that they're going to do it. But I personally, ultimately, yes. And I think a more interesting story is actually what's happening in Zimbabwe, because that's where the test of a gold-backed CBDC is taking place at the moment. But no, I don't think they can do it.
Does the SEC have a favorite spot Bitcoin ETF? Let's dive into this topic and then back again to Lynette Zang. Grayscale Investments opposes preferential treatment for new spot BTC ETF applicants and warns of an unfair first-mover advantage. The company urges the SEC to provide equitable feedback to all issuers. Grayscale is in a legal dispute with the SEC over the conversion of its Bitcoin trust to an ETF. Other firms like BlackRock and Invesco have also applied for spot Bitcoin ETFs after the SEC's rejections. Nasdaq and Coinbase have reached surveillance sharing agreements for listing proposed ETFs. Grayscale believes the SEC is now in a position to approve Bitcoin ETPs, considering its approval of Bitcoin futures ETFs. They advocate for the simultaneous approval of all Bitcoin ETF proposals to maintain regulatory standards consistency. Don't forget to join us as we continue to explore the unfolding events. Now let's go back to Lynette Zang, who will provide valuable insights into the current state of the crypto market and Bitcoin's future performance.
We will see a gold backing again because they're going to have to do it in order to get confidence of the population to use the currency, which is what makes what's going on in Zimbabwe so interesting, because they're coming out, they're in the test phase right now to see acceptance of a gold-backed CBDC, except that at least at this point, I have not been able to find where in their documentation they're saying that that CBDC will actually be convertible into gold. And until a currency is actually convertible, how do you know the gold is there? I mean, it's kind of like a crapshoot. So it's really interesting for me to see how this is going to be accepted there. And I'm certain, I am 100% certain, every single central bank is watching this.
Let's take a quick look at Bitcoin and Ethereum technical analyses. Bitcoin BTC continued to trade above the $29,000 mark on Friday despite bearish pressure intensifying in today's session. After hitting a high of $29,520.71 on Thursday, BTC/USD dropped to an intraday low of $29,099.35 earlier in the day. The move saw Bitcoin briefly fall below a support point at $29,200. However, prices have since climbed back above this point. This latest slippage comes as the 10-day red moving average continued its downward cross versus its 25-day blue counterpart. In addition to this, the relative strength index, RSI, neared a breakout below floor at 41.00. However, it has so far avoided this. Should this take place, the next possible destination for BTC could be $28,000. Ethereum ETH traded above its own support point at $1,850 on Friday as the cryptocurrency continued consolidating. ETH/USD dropped to a bottom at $1,855.32 earlier in today's session, the day after peaking at $1,878.43. The price consolidation comes as the RSI failed to move above a current resistance level at 48.00. As of writing, the index is on the cusp of crossing this line. However, momentum is still relatively weak. There could likely be a spark later in the day depending on how traders react to the University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment Report. That wraps up today's crypto news highlights. Stay tuned for more updates, insights, and analysis from the world of cryptocurrencies. Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more engaging content.